Yo, we're back again with another video.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to be doing the 6th part.
This is part 6. Let's
This is
end
probably
it on
like
this.
part 1200. Anyway, we're going to be finishing up the last, how many minutes?
18 to 19 minutes.
Yeah. Of the Lloyd Evans sex scandal is our business by the channel Faithful Slave. Make sure you go and subscribe. The link's down below in the description. It is very important to support the channels that you love.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for the support, Tony. You guys can also help support the channel just like Tony did. I'm going to go through this fast since this is a part 6 on this video. If you click on the link down below in the description and throw it down through Streamlabs, can let you pick one of the next videos we react to. Just keep it under 10. Include the video's link, title, your email. Okay.
Follow all my social medias. Make sure you follow my Snapchat, my YouTube, and my Instagram because we're going on a 3 month long vacation and we're going to be posting seriously like modeling stuff, YouTube vlogs, and like everything else on there. Like tons of daily adventures, all that.
And we just got our gym up too, so we're also going to be doing the grind.
So, yeah, we're going to be working out at least 4 to 5 times a week. Hardcore, get our bodies super in shape. We've been eating very healthy. So, you got to see all the content that we create up there.
It's going to be good. I
have like 7 videos edited for you guys. I think I have 1 more to edit, and then I'm caught up. And then before we leave, I want to make like at least like 5 more. That way I have like stuff rolling out every week, 1 to 2 times on my YouTube. So yeah. Anyway, let's get straight into this. Do you want to do like if you haven't watched the last ones, go watch them first. We're not gonna do a whole 5-minute spiel about what he's talking about right now because just go watch the last one. We did that in the other one in the earphone. the things died, the earbuds. So yeah.
Well, like when a doctor receives money for helping people, apparently he needs to account for what holidays he goes on, how he spends his money in his private time because he's helping people. Apparently, oh no, sorry, he doesn't. Apparently.
What in the...
God damn, we're only like 5 seconds into this and he's already saying something else to piss everybody off. Jesus Christ.
I want to scream right now. That was probably the dumbest thing he said.
If we're getting donation money and I'm using it on crack cocaine and you guys get upset, I would all reason would expect you to get upset.
Yeah.
Or hookers in Thailand.
I would fuck you up. I will kill you.
I'd do it myself. I would by all reason expect people to be upset. And now you're comparing it to a doctor where there's like a service actually being provided, not a support system. Like as a YouTuber, influencer, you're supported by your people. You're not really providing anything besides entertainment.
We might not be as good as a doctor,
but character, and they support your character. But when your character has been manipulative, it's not. They weren't supporting what they thought they were. It's like, hey, I support, like Republican, and then like 4 years later, it's like I'm actually a closet Democrat, and you guys all support me. It's like opposites almost. Okay, ready?
Yeah, and it's even worse than that because there's like underage that might play into this too. We're not entirely sure, but yeah, there's a lot that is wrong with this whole story. I want to say he said a lot of dumb stuff. He said a lot of dumb stuff, but that was probably one of the top.
It just keeps getting worse.
That was one of the top dumb things he said.
Yeah.
Top dumbest things he said. Now I'm being dumb. See, his stupidity is fucking making me stupid.
You can't process it.
I owe everybody an explanation for how I spend my wages.
They're not wages, Lloyd.
Yes, this
They're
is
donations.
It. There it is.
Doctors do not live off of a donation basis. A doctor earns wages. You do not. You receive donations in good faith.
Right.
And you've broken that faith. It's very important people understand that distinction.
I like this guy.
You solicited
that guy, not this guy.
Yes.
For your work. My channel is made possible through the generous support of my viewers, including hundreds of patrons. If you would like to support my work, you can do so using the following methods.
Right.
Patreon, whatever. This is his channel.
Your work, not your nasty, secret, illegal addiction and betrayal to your lover and your family. You get it. I'm saying this to the people. I know you get it.
Right.
If you don't, I'm going to slap you up.
He did not put, if you'd like to support my personal life of, whatever. He's like, my work. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lloyd Evans. Those are his words. Some of his videos word it differently now. I think he's tried to change the wording.
Oh my god, of course he has.
I was fortunate enough to catch this before he did, though. Generous support of my viewers, including hundreds of patrons. If you'd like to support my work, you can do so. So people were donating money to your work, Lloyd. That does not mean that you earned wages like a doctor. The arrogance of assuming that everyone who's ever spent money to you would be okay with you using that money on prostitutes and infidelity. In your words, abuse.
It's totally viable to see why they're mad.
You do something to somebody that they don't want you to do, and without thinking about the ramifications, you called that abuse. They donated to you assuming that money was not going towards the abuse of your spouse for 4 years. Continually putting her at risk of an STD.
Right. That's a really good point, though.
Yeah, I didn't think about that part, but yeah, that's true.
Let's continue.
This dude makes me want to throw up.
Good grief.
You could have left your woman to do this.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one. Skip forward.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you're gonna do that shit. You shouldn't in the first place, but if you're gonna do it, don't bring her through it.
It's a really good point. I wonder if that happened.
I don't know what to say now, viewers. 2,468 watching.
You are the one.
Like a good train wreck, it seems. Well, here's the number one train wreck. My life.
You are the one that has caused attention to all of this with all of your subscribers. But did you catch what he said there? This is
Go
to
back.
me quite
I think
rich.
he's gonna.
You all like a good train wreck, it seems. Well, here's the number one train wreck. My life.
Yeah, so he's basically like, oh, pity me, poor me, my life's a train wreck because of you guys. Because somebody said you're a train wreck or whatever was their wording. But yeah. How stupid. This dude...
You know what?
He's not sorry, because if he were sorry, he would be... If he were to read that, if I was actually genuinely sorry for something I did and somebody came to me online like that and they were like, you're a train wreck. What did he exactly say? Go back.
It seems. Well, here's...
Quite rich.
You all like a good train wreck.
You're like a good train wreck, it seems. So if somebody said that to me and I was super remorseful for my actions, whatever it were, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I messed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's, to be honest, it's just the controversy of it. He used it to his advantage, even with him saying that. And you look at his face, and it's not a look of remorse. It's a look of, like, this is good. I don't know. I could see a positive.
No, it doesn't. No, I don't think anybody would use this for a positive. There's no getting out of that hole.
He doesn't have to, because it's social media. The negative or the better. The negative stuff's better than good stuff in this case. Saving a puppy or...
I would never, ever, 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 ever in my entire life want that out there of me.
You shouldn't. You're right.
I don't think he used it for that. I just think his look is, I'm sick of you people saying this. I don't have any remorse. You can see it in his face. I don't have remorse. You guys suck for saying this about me.
Even the way he said 2,460 whatever people watching, that was a sign of, like, that number, him bringing it up even, that many people. That wasn't a sign of, like, negative. That was a positive to him. I could just sense it off of him through his mannerisms. He's happy about that.
I don't believe... Sure, he might be happy about how many viewers he has, but that's not what this is about.
Right, that's the point I'm getting at, is that it's about what he did, and he's getting that many viewers from it, and he's relating this to, and I think it's just an incredibly toxic thing that's become.
If I were accused of everything I were accused of, and if I put the truth out there of all this stuff that I did, and if I did what he did, and I was being attacked, I would not want to show my face online anymore. I would not be caring about the viewers because of the story. Right. I would be... I don't want to even address that. Like, moral of the story is, on my beliefs, clearly we have different views. I think he looks like he doesn't give a shit. I think he looks like he's more so, poor me. I can't believe these people are talking shit about me. I did nothing wrong. Even though he says he did stuff wrong.
Right.
I don't think the number has anything to do with it for him. I think he's more so just hateful towards that number. I think he's mad at that number. I think he's not that number, but the each and every one of those people, the 2,000 however many. I think he's just mad. He's mad that he's getting attacked for something.
He is mad he's getting attacked, but I don't know why. I just think that the fact that he even made a video to post it, he's using it.
He's made a bunch. He's addressing.
Even if he didn't mean to, he did though, and it.
He's addressing. How many videos has he made about it? He's addressing all of the talk, the I want to call it accusations, excuse me, but they're not accusations at this point. They're actual things that he put out there.
Yes.
But he's made so many videos and he's talked about it. I don't know how many videos he's made. He's made videos about it. He clearly does not care.
No, he does not care.
If I were having issues with you, wouldn't you think we'd separate ourselves from that? We'd take ourselves away from that? No, it's because he's mad that people are... So when people diss us and they say, oh, she's this or he's this or this is going on and this is going on, we remove ourselves from that because we know what's true. We know what's going on in our relationship. We know who we are. We know what we're doing. We know everything. You guys know nothing until the moment I put it out there. And then the moment I put it out there is the moment that I'm seeking attention. Yes. I'm wanting pity. I'm wanting people to feel sorry for me.
There's something there, right? Yeah.
Yes. So this guy is not... He might be profiting off of the views, but he doesn't get many views. We know how YouTube works. You do not make a lot of money on YouTube, you guys.
You don't.
It's the other areas where you make the money.
Right. And I'm not saying he even intentionally did it, but I'm just saying when I seen that look on his face when he said that number, it seemed to be more... I don't know. That's all I'm getting at was that. But I think you're right about all that. I think he is mad at those people for attacking him. He does justify his own actions and feel like he just had a problem at the time. I agree with all that, too.
I think the look on his face, what you're talking about, I think it's pure, I'd say narcissism. He doesn't think he did anything wrong. He thinks it's everyone else. He is... I can't think of the right word that fast to describe him. Like, he's in denial. He's a narcissist and he's in denial.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
I'd agree with that too, no doubt.
It seems, well, here's the number one train wreck, my life.
Alright, so
let's see what he says.
Lloyd Evans is the number one train wreck.
He made himself.
Is the number one train wreck. His words, not mine. Are you guys, in good faith, going to continue to support this channel? Are you going to continue to share his videos? Are you going to continue to enable his sex addiction, his lying, his deceitful behavior? That's up to you. I'm just raising the question. You guys can discuss this amongst yourselves. You guys know how heavily sex trafficking goes on in Thailand, right? I wonder how much money of patrons
Right.
directly funded sex trafficking.
Right.
Right.
Really
It's a great
know
point.
when they hire a prostitute, whether or not they're doing it of their own free will? Does anybody really know when they hire a prostitute if she's doing it because she's addicted to drugs? Does anybody really know when they've hired a woman of the night in a country that's heavily sex trafficked, that she herself has not been taken away from her family and thrown into a life of use against her will?
That's incredibly sad, and that's actually a whole nother can of worms, you know, like, I didn't think of all that until just now, you know?
Like, what is he supporting with the money that you're using to support him? Sex trafficking. And either way you look at it...
Underage, too.
It could be, yeah, absolutely.
60%, man. 60%.
Yep, 100%. Like, they could be. That's something real.
Do you know that? Do you think Lloyd knew for certain that?
I don't think he cared.
Every single time he hired one of these girls? He called them girls.
Girls. Wow.
Something to think about.
Girls.
Right.
All of this is definitely worth thinking about. And I resent the idea that this is not to be discussed.
Yeah.
People who are trying to shut this down, when he is the one who brought this to the table.
Yeah.
Lloyd Evans opened this up for discussion. That's a fact. All right. You know, Joel, the unwitness from the VAA, had some points that he wanted me to try and bring up. I scribbled down some of them, but I think we're going to have to do a separate video on it. But I will say a few things. He talked about there are a lot of questions that are raised here that apparently we're not allowed to ask. Like the young people ask book, there's all of a sudden questions that we're not allowed to ask surrounding this thing. And I think that that's a really good point, and it's reprehensible. We need to figure this thing out and figure out what is the best way forward from this. And part of that is having a debate, having a discussion.
Yeah.
You know? And not to be silenced by people who are just uncomfortable by the topic, or people who just think that he does too good of work to allow something like, a huge sex scandal to be discussed. He points out that there's a conflict of interest. Joel says that, how is it that we're going to put this man who doesn't have mastery over his penis, who has admitted to being a sex addict, who has admitted to regularly visiting prostitutes, and lying, cheating on his wife, how are we going to trust this man with anything, let alone putting him around sex abuse victims? Definitely not being their champion. And it's well said, Joel. Like, no way. No way. Joel says that there's a pattern of manipulation with this guy. He has a cadence about him that's very Watchtower literature. He capitalizes on that to sway people into following him. And you'll notice just how crafty this guy is. As I pointed out through this video, he shifted all of the blame away from himself and onto his sexual repression and onto the fact that his relationship wasn't ideal.
Right.
There was no apology.
No.
Absolutely not.
I don't think Lloyd truly thinks he's done anything wrong here.
He doesn't.
There is one bit where he says, I hate what I did to my wife. And that's about it. Which is crazy to me. If you're taking a break and ending your channel and putting a subject like this to bed, you would think that there would be a long, drawn-out apology, fully laying out how disgusting he's behaved and how he's never going to do that again if it's within his power.
But he didn't say that at all.
And you don't see that here.
No.
There's a pattern of manipulation, cadence. Joel says that he's a man-child that has used the Watchtower to get donations. And I think that that's pretty right. That's bang on, considering that he still refers to women as girls. Subconsciously, I think that he is a man-child. I don't think that he's ever been forced to grow up from that scared elder in the congregation. No one's held him accountable. They've made excuses for him. And Joel also says that we deduced all this about this man years ago, and we tried to warn the public. You know, we were tipped off to how shady his dealings were a long time ago. People got so mad at us, you know, asking for evidence, but I don't think what people understand is that when you have a relative of his wife there where he lives, who's feeding information to people, and we know that it's a real person, but he doesn't actually produce evidence, that's a problem. We understand that. That being said, this person, like, actually getting evidence is extremely difficult. And yeah, I understand that that's a really tricky and sticky situation. Be that what it is, you don't need those accusations to be brought to light to know that this guy has habitually been a problem and has done deceitful things, and it's all come to a head. And we tried to warn you guys about it years ago.
Well, there you go, guys.
Right.
There's a photo, by the way.
This is the sad part is that, like, okay, Jehovah's Witnesses, obviously that religion's got a ton of problems, 100%. And he was supposed to be like a leading figure of people getting away from that. And now he completely went into like this. You try to look like a moral-filled person when you're trying to lead people, right? And he went the opposite way. So now it's like a whole thing against that whole act too. People trying to get out of a religion that's controlling. They go to somebody else and then he derails. You know, maybe those people relapse back into it. Like, oh, okay, so this is what the other side looks like. He totally failed at his plan.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been asked not to share it. But I think Kim, or one of her friends, is going to release it, and it is Lloyd Evans with a girl. His words. Now, how old she is anybody's guess. Again, providing concrete evidence of things is tricky, but there is a photo. It will come to light. And
I want to see.
I just think it's funny that this guy is going on a mental break and he's trying to figure things out, be better. Yet in Thailand, there is a photo that was also shared and released of him with an Asian girl. She could be anywhere from, I don't know, she could be anywhere from 14 to 21. It's difficult to say.
Oh my god.
But
Jesus.
be on the lookout for it.
I want to look.
If it doesn't get shared by the parties that I mentioned, I will share it myself, because it's important that all this comes to light.
Go look it up, guys.
As donors, as patrons, the ex-Jehovah's Witness community at large needs to know what they are putting their money and their support into. And that's all there is to it. I wrote a post. Let me go ahead and share this.
Yeah, that person does
Because
look
I think
very
I
young.
stated it pretty well. Is there no right and wrong? The shutting down of criticism suggests there is no such thing as right and wrong anymore. I hope you parents are teaching your daughters to be tolerant and accepting of repeated secret infidelity, because the example being set here will produce more of this behavior. If people are excusing Lloyd, then they're teaching their daughters to be tolerant and accept horrible behavior by men.
Mm-hmm.
They're also allowing other men to feel what he did was no big deal. We are a community, and he is the most famous, well-known, most shared XJW to date. His gross, unethical conduct is our business because he made it public. This blight is a stain on all of us, and it's made worse when people are seen defending him. People like to say I'm being judgy, like the elders. But if you're helping to cover up spouse abuse for 4 years, who is really being like a cult?
Right.
He risked giving his wife an STD secretly for 4 years, abused her by his own terminology for that amount of time. Covering this up, telling people not to talk about it, and defending it, that would be the real cultish behavior, guys.
Yeah.
Alright. Enough out of me. Really hope that I covered everything that I want to cover here. But we could always do another video if we have to. And for the record, I'm not coming back to Jehovah's Witness related material. I definitely don't want that anymore in my life. I've been very happy recently with the direction my life is taking, and I'm moving on.
Good.
There it is. That's the best part.
I haven't heard anybody calling this guy out over this stuff, which shocks and appalls me to my core. It makes me nauseous to think that there's a very real chance that this is just going to blow over, and they're going to continue to share the hell out of this guy. And the Jehovah's Witness organization is going to be like, every time they see him mentioned, be like, yeah, but we know about this guy.
Right.
For all we know, they're going to write an article about it in the Watchtower. He's got no legs to stand on anymore as an activist.
Yeah.
Faithful slave, I'm out.
Okay.
All right, guys, there it is. Yeah. Like, 100%.
Yeah. So, that was a good video.
It was.
I'm glad we finished it. I was actually really excited to get back to that and actually hear all that. I obviously get, like, really into those because I like to...
So much controversy.
Pick people apart, you know?
Yeah.
See where... Like, I don't know, I can read people really easily.
At this point, he was not, like, remorseful for it, though. Not at all. He actually was in denial at that stage of it.
He feels sorry for himself. He does not feel sorry for his wife. He does not feel sorry for the women he did this with or whatever, because he doesn't know...
Or his supporters that...
He doesn't... He doesn't know if these women were even voluntarily doing it, or if they were, like he said, Faithful Slave said, these women could have freaking, what do you call it, pimps and stuff. They could be, like, sex trafficked. Like, you don't know this. Like,
right.
I don't know, but go on.
Yeah, but that's...
Sorry to his supporters as well. Yeah, he's not.
Yep, he's not. Some messed up stuff there, guys. Leave your comments down below about what you think about all this. I think we've kind of said it all throughout these videos.
He will not be happy in his life ever again, because unless he takes full responsibility for it and ownership that, you know, like, hey, I did this and I am sorry. And until he does, he's not ever going to be happy again.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, anyway.
Guys, we will catch you in the next video. Peace out.
See ya.